So this is a jam on the chord progression to a song I wrote for a record called Tiger Walk. The song was called Oasis. And that record was an entirely instrumental record, and it was written after my stint, quite a while after my stint with Miles Davis, but his having played with him really influenced my playing for a certain period of time strongly. And this record was sort of the culmination of that impression that was made on me harmonically and even energetically when he went electric. But it's kind of a combination of the two things, the old and the new. And the song in particular, I had Miles Davis's So What in mind, because this fourth voicing is kind of runs through the song. So What has only two chords in it, and it's the same chord but up a half step. So I moved it up a minor third for my chord change. 8 bars here. It's actually 16, I think. And then up a minor third. And I thought, well, I'll do 3 chords instead of 2. So I went to B flat raised 9 after that. So the chords are C minor. I would call it C minor 11, E flat minor 11, and B flat raised 9. So that's the basic harmony. So I haven't changed my chord voicing yet. I am using that. It's E flat minor. Well, my song goes to B flat from the E flat. I'm at times playing the full-on C minor 7. That's like going, right? This is F, really. It's D minor 4. That's an F triad, right? So it's like going, only much hipper. C minor. That's just kind of D minor to C minor, and that's like, once again the F. Same idea, but the voicings are hipper. Up to E flat. Now right there, I'm just kind of playing a 5-chord 1. That's the movement. I'm playing, the 5 chord for E flat minor is B flat. So I'm playing an A flat triad over B flat. It's the same as that. That's A flat. And then the B flat raised 9. You can play it with all 4 fingers like that, or like that. I have a tendency to just play those 3 notes. depending on if there's another instrument, that could be too dark and heavy. Sometimes it's nice to have that dark thing down there, the root, which is already being played by the bass. Now here's a nice little thing that you can do on that chord. So I'll play the first bar like that, and then I'll put the fourth in here, which is the raised fifth of B flat, and then even put the flat 9 on top of that, so it builds. Now that's a nice chord voicing here too. It's C minor 9, C minor 6, with the fifth in the root. It's a bit of a chop buster at first. And you'll notice I'll do it on the C minor and might do it again on the E flat minor to have some thematic development, It vamps for a long time on that C minor chord, so I would probably not duplicate what I had just done, so that it can kind of get some relief off of that, and have something lighter happen on the E flat. So if I did something like that, move back to that. Now I'm finding myself playing this a lot throughout this song. It just has the right sound, it's the fourths that are doing that. And the flat minor 7, why not, Now this is another nice voicing. So it would be E flat minor 6, minor 9. So there's the minor third from E flat, minor third, 6th, yeah, 6th, ninth, 5th, root. Minor third, 6th, 9th, 5th, root. Change of harmony, still a minor chord. It's the same as this chord, actually, just a different voicing, just higher up. Fourth on top. I did play with Miles, but I heard this as a quote from him somewhere else. He said, the beat used to be on 2 and 4, but now it's on the 1 and 3. Boom. This kind of has that. Now I do a lot of downstrokes. I'm not doing this here, I'm not doing that either. It seems like, I don't know, that's not comfortable to me, and I don't know if it's comfortable for anybody. So I use a lot of downstrokes. And, you know, my hand is always moving like this. And when I first met Larry Carlton, I didn't really know how to do this. I didn't know how to play rhythm behind somebody, you know, because I had been into jazz chord voicings, and, you know, like a pianist, you know, would kind of come and go, you know, and punch things and kind of stop. And so I would do that, maybe, you know. More the horn shout kind of approach, you know. And Larry Carlton, when I first met him, I had met him very briefly when I first got together with Joni Mitchell. He actually came to that session to kind of show me what he was doing with the LA Express, who was the band behind her. And so I met him very briefly there. He showed me a few things. We didn't have much of an exchange. I didn't know who he was at that time, actually. And about a month later, he called me up and said, "Why don't you come up to the house, let's jam?" So went up to the house to jam. And it's just him and me sitting there playing guitars, and I'm like, I didn't know how to fill it. I didn't know how to, you know, strum. You know, this wasn't happening, man. You know, I'd never played that way in my whole life. So it had always been blues, you know, shuffles, but how do you fill all that space when you're sitting there with another guitar player who's taking a solo, you know? And so it was clear that something more had to be going on. And I'll never forget it, because we're sitting there playing, and he's kind of soloing, he goes, "So where is it? Where's the strum? Where's the thing, you know?" And so that was the one thing that I got from Larry Carlton, where, you know, it was like, just go for it. I think I thought that was rock and roll or something, and I'd never really done that, so it was really new to me. But it was like, okay, dive in. I just started. So I just got the right hand going. And you don't want to be going, right? So you got to be giving it up here in your left hand while you keep your right hand going. So this is where, you know, the action is in terms of breaking up. It's not, you know, it could be, but when you're playing alone, you know, I mean, or in a situation like that, there's no bass, there's no drums. We need to hear this, you know. So you just, I think most people, you know, start with a downstroke, right? You don't go. I don't think so. That's kind of awkward anyway for me. So you're just, you know, you kind of just lift your hand off the chord, but you keep your fingers on the strings so that they don't, so that you get the percussive aspect of it. So that's what's going on. You're just letting go, but your fingers are touching the strings, not pressing them down. And your right hand's just going like this, man. And that's how you play rhythm guitar, basically. That's the key to playing rhythm guitar, is knowing how to let go and, you know, press down, let go, you know. Now that's just your flat out folky, you know. You're getting some accents here, but you're not getting that drummy thing, you know, that percussive thing that you get with this other approach to playing.